Tonight, we're learning new information about Jamie Kloss's kidnapping, what authorities have learned more than 1 year later. Plus, a string of vehicle thefts in the Duluth area is over after authorities catch the suspect. And flying under the radar. While there's a pilot shortage across the globe, we're looking at how Duluth's aviation industry is changing gears to hire new people.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki. Thanks for joining us. Anthony has the night off. At a time where more people are taking to the skies, more airline pilots are closing in on retirement. That's creating a major challenge for the airline industry across the globe. Just how big of a challenge? Well, aircraft maker Boeing forecasts 800,000 new pilots are needed over the next 20 years. But as CBS3's Kevin Jacobson reports, that looming shortage is creating an opportunity in Duluth.
Brianna Kelly says pursuing a career in the aviation industry was a no-brainer.
I've always really enjoyed being on the move and being in new places.
The 19-year-old is a first-year flight student at Lake Superior College.
159 Papa Golf. I love this plane. It is my favorite plane.
She recently reached a milestone in her path to becoming a commercial pilot by completing her first solo flight.
And once I did the first round, taking off and landing, I was like, I get to do this the rest of my life. There's nothing better.
Kelly is one of 60 students enrolled in the program, all with their eyes on the skies.
It's a really good time to get into the aviation industry.
LSC Chief Flight Instructor Dan Traska says the program aims to alleviate the pilot shortage.
The program is about 225 hours from 0 to commercial pilot, multi-engine rated, and certified flight instructor.
Oh, okay, there we go.
From flight simulators to the real thing, Traska says most students who complete the program go directly to work for the airlines, an industry where wages have improved significantly.
In, say, 2012, 2014, an entry-level airline position would have been paying under $20,000 a year. Today, we're looking at $60,000 to $80,000.
Getting there made easier with key partnerships in Duluth's aviation industry, like neighboring AAR and Cirrus Aircraft.
A segment of our customers are universities and flight academies who purchase the aircraft to incorporate them into their flight training fleet.
Executive Director of Flight Training and Operations at Cirrus, Rob Haig, says from navigation to communication, Cirrus planes are a great platform for teaching.
The technology that we have in this airplane makes the transition from this airplane into ultimately the airplanes that these career pilots will fly much easier.
A transition that starts here from the ground up.
I really had a picture of it being just like, you're going to go in, learn how to fly. They're going to send you on your way. Not even close.
Brianna Kelly hopes to ultimately become an aerial firefighter. By the way, you heard in the story that Lake Superior College has 60 students enrolled this year. Well, that's up 30% from 1 year ago. Let's check in with Dave for a look at the weather. Everyone is talking about this, what feels like a heat wave, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know why that enrollment is up at LSC's flight program?
Why is that?
Because I'm back as meteorology instructor starting in January for the next semester.
Awesome.
In a couple of years off, it'll be great to tell those 60 people all about the wonders of the weather. And it's going to be wonderful this weekend with high pressure settling in, chasing away that little low pressure system. So for a few more hours, still some clouds, maybe a chance for some drizzle. But higher pressure from the west will make for close to Cavu conditions tomorrow. Yeah, ceiling and visibility unlimited for the pilots out there. Could stick around through the weekend, but for Christmas, it'll cloud up again. Will it snow? I'll let you know in more detail coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. The Wisconsin Department of Justice released the case file involving the kidnapping of Jamie Kloss and murder of her parents this afternoon. The file includes thousands of pages of documents, videos, and audio recordings connected to the investigation. Some of the information Barron County released is the first 911 call made by Jamie's mom. In one of the recordings, you can hear an officer who first arrived at the Kloss home think there may have been a suicide before realizing there was a larger crime scene. Another detail from a search warrant reveals that Patterson had allowed Kloss to write a letter to her aunt, but the letter was found by police in Patterson's backpack after he was arrested. The file also includes the 911 call made in Douglas County when Kloss escaped a remote cabin and ran for help after being held captive for 88 days. Patterson was sentenced to life in prison. Charges have been filed against a man accused of stealing 3 vehicles, including one from Bentleyville and breaking into a Duluth church. Riley Gibson Bunnell appeared in court this morning. The 24-year-old's charges include stealing the vehicles, fleeing police, giving them a false name, and a handful of others. CBS3's Emma Quinn has more.
Kristen, police say the vehicle thefts apparently started when Gibson Bunnell stole a side-by-side Polaris from Bentleyville. That happened on December 2nd. 2 days later, police say they saw Gibson Bunnell driving that side-by-side in the Lincoln Park neighborhood, but he drove away. Then on December 5th, a truck was stolen from the Duluth Tire and Oil. Duluth police eventually found Gibson Bunnell walking downtown. He matched the description of a person in the security images from Duluth Tire and Oil. He was arrested after giving a false name and trying to run. During an interview with police, he also admitted to breaking into the Duluth Gospel Tabernacle Church on November 16th. Now, Duluth police say Gibson Bunnell also is connected to an apparent vehicle theft in Hermantown from just 2 days ago. At this time, it is unclear as to why he wasn't incarcerated at the time of that theft. And we'll send it back to you, Kristen.
All right, thanks, Emma. A woman charged in connection to a sex trafficking bust at several Twin Ports massage parlors has been sentenced to 4 years probation. Court records show Xuan Yan Yang was sentenced Friday. Yang pleaded guilty to racketeering earlier this month. The sex trafficking charges against her and her husband, Matthew Shikes, were dismissed as part of a plea deal. Shikes was charged with failing to pay taxes. He's set to be sentenced next month. A Sawyer County man pleaded not guilty to murder. 28-year-old Jonathan Ray Kakazu entered that plea in court today. His charge is in connection to a 21-year-old woman's death on August 27th. Authorities say she died of a drug overdose in Hayward. The criminal complaint says Kakazu sold the woman heroin and fentanyl earlier that day. He was arrested on September 4th and charged with reckless homicide for delivering drugs in the first degree. He'll be back in court next month. Authorities are looking for whoever stabbed a dog to death in Cass Lake. Leech Lake Tribal Police say officers responded to a rural neighborhood on December 6th. That's where they found the dog with multiple stab wounds. The animal died before they could take it to the vet. Anyone with information is asked to call Leech Lake Tribal Police at the number on your screen. It's also on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. There's a $5,000 reward being offered for any information leading to an arrest. A jury found a St. Louis County man guilty in a felony domestic violence case today. Wayne Garrett Lee Rosebear was found guilty of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree, felony strangulation, and threats of violence. The county attorney says the case was significant because the victim could not testify, so they had to rely on other evidence. Rosebear will be sentenced in January. An Aiken County man is facing a dozen charges. This comes after the Health and Human Services Department and the Sheriff's Office conducted an investigation. 35-year-old Bryant McConnell made his first appearance in court today. He's facing 1 count of felony domestic assault by strangulation, along with 11 counts of criminal sexual conduct, 10 of which are also felonies. A judge ordered a cash bail set at $5,000 with conditions. McConnell is expected back in court next month. No pardon for the Wisconsin man featured in the Netflix series Making a Murderer. Brendan Dassey was convicted of raping and killing Teresa Hallback in Manitowoc County when he was a teenager. Today, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers announced he will not consider a pardon in the case. A letter released today says the request from Dassey does not meet pardon consideration criteria because he has not completed his prison sentence and he is required to register as a sex offender. Stephen Avery was also convicted in that case. $26 million are on the way to improve childcare access in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz announced the federal grant this week. The funding will be used to improve how state systems serve families with young kids. No word yet on exactly how that money will be distributed. Cass and Itasca counties will get state help recovering from the strong October storm. Both counties declared disasters after gale force winds and heavy rain. Assessments found more than $160,000 in damages. Governor Tim Walz authorized state assistance today, which means the state will cover 75% of the damages. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, some local students celebrated the snowy start to winter at their holiday concert. We'll take you there after the break.
Well, record low for this date, 34 degrees from 1983. Continue that massive cold snap back then for the Christmas holiday in that era. This era is going to be the other direction. It will be warmer. Will it be snowier? Not for the weekend, but we'll show you the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day forecast coming up after the break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Yes. Come on, sing. Don't stop clapping now. Come on.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new Accord, the best midsize sedan in America, according to Car and Driver.
That's all right.
Have you been thinking of a new kitchen? Turn drab into fab. Skip's Home Center can make your outdated cooking space shine again with a new 10x10 oak kitchen for as little as $1,675. We have the largest selection of in-stock cabinets in the Northland and an outstanding team of professionals who can answer any questions you have. We also offer an at-home design viewer before purchasing so you know exactly how it'll look before owning. Buy today. Enjoy your new kitchen tonight. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in and see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road in Duluth.
Everyone counts down to the new year, but we're counting up to it at Duluth Casino. Over $40,000 will be given away during our count up to New Year's. The fun continues this Saturday with drawings every half hour beginning at 7 p.m. Giddy up as each drawing date, the prize values will increase. This Saturday, 15 winners will receive $300 cash. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FonduluthCasino.com for all the participation details. Join in on the count up to New Year's cash drawings and have a great time out at Duluth.
The Dish voice remote just got even more powerful. Why'd we put so much technology in there?
You don't think I've watched a lot of football? You want to put a little wager on it? Bet.
So you can settle that bet without ever taking your eyes off the game.
How many D1 football teams are there?
What you do with that power?
Oh, it's gotta hurt.
Well, that is totally up to you.
Don't look so sad, man. Come on, we're having fun.
New Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant. Dish, tuned into you.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
Family is important to us.
So happy holidays and welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,100 below MSRP on this Equinox. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
So give us one day this past week with temperatures down around 30 below for a few towns, and oh boy, we're really tired of the cold snap. Our interest in that ends pretty quickly. And now, of course, we've gone the other way today. Minnesota high temperatures pushed into the mid-20s for a lot of towns, and into northwestern Wisconsin, we got the low 30s. Well, tomorrow, I think we'll get the mid-30s pretty much region-wide, and Sunday, upper 30s could come across. Once we get into Monday, temperatures will go down just a little bit, but bottom line is for the 7 days ahead, no Arctic outbreaks and no big snowstorms either, though we could get some decorative snow showers Christmas Eve and for Christmas Day as well. And we'll eye up that forecast coming up in just a bit. Right now, the current conditions at the airport in Duluth tell us that we're looking at a temperature reading of 28 degrees, a relative humidity reading of 81%. The wind is westerly, southwesterly, going 7 miles per hour. And barometers are showing 1,022 millibars, air pressure 30.16 inches of mercury. And as is common this time of year, that pressure reading is actually high at the surface. But up aloft, we have a small wave of lower pressure working by, and that's why the clouds are up. And there's still a chance for a little bit of drizzle popping up here tonight. All right, right now we're looking at 30 in Watersmeet, but there's a little blob of colder air trying to work across the lake, down to 12 in Ashland right now. 26 for our friends in Superior, though, and still 24 Hibbing, 22 International Falls. Low temps tonight likely will be in the teens across the board and teens above zero. So, like I mentioned, one day at 30 below and we get a little bit jittery. And when temperatures go back towards positive readings, we're pretty giddy. All right, still some clouds in the region, like I mentioned, from that trough of lower pressure that's tracking through the region. The showers that are possible are so fine they may not actually show up on radar. The resolution isn't quite fine enough, but it's going away in a couple of hours as well. So tonight, yeah, we're still dealing with the trough, but it will go. And then a ridge of higher pressure helping to egg on a warm front comes towards our region, and that'll increase our temperatures towards the warm side for a couple of days and keep us mild for the rest of the week and act as a block to this low pressure system, which then may dump its moisture in the mountain areas. Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, they've had record snowfalls. This likely will add to the total, and by the time it gets into our region by Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, there's not much moisture left over to bring us much more than flurries. Forecast tonight, Minnesota-wise, we're looking at low temps to run, I think, the range of 12 inland to 20 by the lake. Mostly cloudy sky with a mix vaguely possible, and that mix may dribble its way into Wisconsin and Michigan, too, just in case you haven't seen any yet. Low temps there, 15 to 18. For tomorrow, Wisconsin high temps mid to upper 30s with a clear to partly cloudy sky. In Minnesota, clear to partly cloudy as well. 32 may be the cool spot towards Ely, and 38 on Park Point may be the warm spot. But on all counts, warmer than normal. And warmer than normal pretty much for the rest of the week. Temperatures in the 30s at least some point. Some days low 30s, other days upper 30s. Clouds start to increase Monday, and then by late Tuesday night into Christmas Day, 30% chance for flurries. But I'm thinking right now, Kristen, shouldn't be any problems with our holiday travels.
Good news. Thanks, Dave. With the holidays just around the corner, second graders at Myers-Wilkins Elementary performed a brand new song at the school's holiday concert. Composed by local songwriter Greg Taberzi, the song Snow premiered today at the concert after months of practice. CBS3 Duluth photojournalist Wyatt Buckner has the story.
Today is our holiday program for Myers-Wilkins School, and we do this every year. It's an annual program that we have. The second graders sing a new song, brand new song. It had its world premiere today with a local composer who's actually from our neighborhood in the hillside. So it's all about snow and all the many facets and how snow looks.
I do a song every year for the Christmas by the Lake CD, and I thought this would make a great Christmas song.
Oh, it's been wonderful. They are so excited.
What's your favorite part, Kara?
Mostly all of it.
To have a local composer who is really thinking about kids in our city and just a really important topic of snow, because we've had so much snow. I mean, this has just worked out so great this year to work with him and just see their progress as they've learned the song. They're going to remember this for a very, very long time. And I know us as adults, this will be a lifelong memory for us watching these kids.
It's great fun to hear your song performed by a group of kids, and they did a wonderful job.
That was adorable. The same students will record the song for a CD to be released next fall. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the U.S. Senate is struggling to figure out how to proceed with the impeachment into President Trump. More from Capitol Hill after the break.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership, same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
You could win 5,000 big ones at Fleet Farm in our Big Bucks giveaway. To enter, buy anything online and pick it up in store. Order by noon on the 24th to pick it up in time for Christmas. Just click it, pick it, win it. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
voice command navigation with Waze, Wi-Fi, wireless charging, 104 cubic feet of cargo room and seating for 8. Now that's a sleigh. Ford Expedition, built for the holidays.
During the Ford Built for the Holidays event, get over $10,000 in total savings on an Expedition, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
There's just something so special about living in a part of Wisconsin where you could walk out your front door and it feels like you're in the wilderness. I'm Paul Tonkin, urologic surgeon here at Hayward Memorial Hospital. You know, so it was always really my dream to provide healthcare services in a small town. There's certainly a strong need for those services in this region, and so we're very happy and proud to offer same-day or next-day appointments to fix those problems within oftentimes a matter of minutes.
Bart picks me up when I call.
It gives me my mobility back.
It gets me from school.
It gets me to my appointments.
It gets me to class.
It gets me to practice.
And it helps me do my holiday shopping.
The bus is always warm.
At Bay Area Rural Transit, we have over 82,000 reasons to ride. One for every person who lives here.
Surprise! A new Buick?
To James, from James.
Hey, is this a new Buick? I Secret Santa'd myself. I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year. I love it. I love it.
Don't forget you this holiday season. Celebrate the holidays with over $5,600 below MSRP on this 2019 Buick Encore Preferred. Or current eligible non-GM owners and lessees get just over $6,700 below MSRP. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. Like for the guy who's big into fitness. Men's Under Armour Rival Fleece hoodies are 25% off. Hurry in for the biggest selection and savings on last-minute gifts. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
Northwest Outlet, your winter clothing headquarters for men, women, and kids.
If you turn on our newscast, you're almost guaranteed to not see any national news. We're going to give you 30 minutes of news that's happening in the Northland.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says Democrats and Republicans are at an impasse over how an impeachment trial should run in the Senate. White House lawyers visited the Senate today to tour what will eventually serve as the courtroom for an impeachment trial. But when the trial begins, remains to be seen. Senate leaders Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer are struggling to agree on how it should proceed. Democrats want to hear from key witnesses, such as acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and former National Security Advisor John Bolton, who did not testify before the House. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she's going to hold off on sending the articles of impeachment to the Senate until some parameters for a Senate trial are laid out. All right, time for some sports. Hey, Kelly.
We're talking your language tonight,
Oh,
Kristen.
yeah?
Prep.
Yeah.
Hoops. She was a star at Chisholm. Virginia and Proctor. I love hyping you up. Hermantown and Denfeld. All that and more coming up next.
When you share the love, you change lives. Over 2,200 wishes granted. More than 57,000 pets supported. Over 100 national parks protected. Over 2 million meals provided. Through the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru will have proudly donated over $170 million to national and hometown charities over 12 years.
Visit Miller Hill Subaru today during the Subaru Share the Love event, going on now through January 2nd. Visit us online at millerhill.com.
Extreme speed. Soar from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Extreme Wi-Fi 360. It's 360 degrees of coverage and a whole new way to Wi-Fi. Extreme power. Streaming so real you can feel it. Feel it. Extreme reliability. Because your life depends on it.
Find
Great savings now during Menard's Home for Christmas sale. Transform any room with window treatments from Window Images. 23 by 48 1-inch room darkening aluminum cordless blinds are $13.99. Plus, they can be trimmed to width for free. This Magic Woods Element Stratton bath vanity features a great finish with soft closed doors. $198.99. This Craven vanity comes with oil-rubbed bronze hardware. $359.99. Plus, a Menard's gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Because Mike Bloomberg helped close hundreds of polluting plants, fewer kids will suffer asthma attacks. Because Mike helped pass laws reducing teen smoking and vaping, fewer kids will become addicted to nicotine. And because Mike helped pass laws keeping guns away from domestic abusers, fewer families will fall victim to gun violence. Mike's always fought for America's future, which is why he's fighting the very biggest threat to it.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Get ready for a getaway during Navigation to Relaxation at Black Bear Casino Resorts. Saturdays in January from 6 to 9 p.m., 3 lucky players will be selected each hour to win up to $1,500 cash. After all 12 cash prizes of the night have been awarded, all players are entered into the drawing for a grand prize vacation package valued up to $10,000. Earn entries starting December 26th. Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com for more information. Make the Bear your place.
Hello.
Mom, are you going to make it on time? Don't worry, sweetie. We'll get there.
I've been waiting for you.
Here you go. Hello. So if you could be a...
I've been imagining this day.
Okay, everyone, now.
Let me be the first to say, welcome home.
What's going on with you?
Welcome home.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
The Virginia boys basketball team at this point in time is the only team on the Iron Range that remains perfect in conference play with an overall record of 4-1. Prep Hoops, they made the trip south to take on Proctor tonight. An also solid team. Strong start for the Rails. Dillenham goes up and under. Nice move from the senior. Proctor jumps out to an 8-0 run. But the Blue Devils have a run of their own. Mason Carlson knocks down the open look, and Virginia has pulled within 2. Then they get the ball moving. Jaden Bernard hits Carlson with the no-look dime-high percentage look on a great play. A couple possessions later, Bernard decides to pull the trigger with a hand in his face. Doesn't matter. Down it goes. Very tight finish, but the Rails miss a look at the buzzer, and Virginia wins it by 3, 68-65, the final. On top of the hill, Lakeview Christian taking on Duluth Marshall in boys basketball. This one got out of hand fast. Alex Olson gets the feed from Matthew Erickson. Hilltopper lead is now to double digits. Later in the first, Erickson lining up a 3. Doesn't go, but Jasper Tim is there for the putback. Duluth Marshall wins big, 92-35, the final score. In girls hoops, the unbeaten Hermantown Hawks making the short trek to Duluth-Denfeld. Early on, Hunters pull ahead. Stephanie Ferguson cuts through the lane, and the bank is open. Denfeld goes up 2. Moments after that, Hermantown quickly answers. Ava Asgard turns defense into offense. She goes the distance and lays it in off the glass. Hawks now within 2. Hawks quickly pulling away. Nice ball movement here. Leads to an easy 2 by Britton Kowski. And Hermantown wins big tonight over the Hunters. Across the border, Ashland up and Superior meeting up for the second time this year. Superior took game 1, 54-48. First half, Spartans with a 4-point lead off the inbound. Nia Wilson frees herself, knocks down the open 3, and Superior takes a 9-point lead. Same half, Ashland trying to bounce back. Initial shot, no good. Maddie Cabe comes up with the rebound and puts it back up for 2. Dockers within 6, but Superior really feeling it from deep. Savannah Leopold from well beyond the arc. Spartans win it handily, 64-49, the final. To the pros, Timberwolves riding a significant losing streak tonight against Denver. Not much to show. This one just ended. Andrew Wiggins with the corner 3 for the Wolves, slowly cutting into the lead. They trailed for most of it, and this one just went final. T-Wolves win it. Denver wins it 109-100, the final. She broke multiple records at Iowa, and now she is getting her jersey put up in the rafters. Port Wing native Megan Gustafson will become the second Hawkeye women's basketball player to have her number retired. Her best season came in the 2018-2019 season, in which she eclipsed 1,000 points and was named National Player of the Year. The ceremony will happen on January 26th when Iowa hosts Michigan State. Well, we always had a hunch that it would come down to this, but now it's real. The Vikings will host the Packers on Monday Night Football with a lot on the line. Both sides with plenty to play for with playoff implications. Individually, Kirk Cousins has a monkey to get off his back. He's always dealt with criticism for his play in primetime games, but especially on Monday Night Football. He is 0-8 when playing in Monday night games. Cousins says that regardless, though, of that history, he looks forward to making it happen.
Yeah, I would love to get a win, and for a lot of reasons, and hopefully we can get that done. But it is what it is, and can't change the past. But he certainly have a great opportunity Monday night.
Kirk has done a great job for us this year. He's been outstanding. He's played great all year long. If we get beat on Monday night, it's not going to be because of Kirk Cousins. It's because we didn't win as a team. And when we've won games this year, it hasn't been because of Kirk, even though he's played good, but we've won as a team.
They will play Monday night at US Bank Stadium at 7 p.m. on ESPN. That's going to do for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 Closed Captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. May hope brighten your holiday and inspire you in the new year. Happy holidays from Essentia Health.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
Family is important to us.
So happy holidays and welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,100 below MSRP on this Equinox. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
This year, Santa's got his naughty, nice, and now his shop local list. With a unique variety of shops and restaurants, there's something for everyone at Fitkers. And for business or leisure, Fitkers Inn is Duluth's premier lakefront getaway. Fitkers. Shop, eat, sleep.
Water makes life possible on Earth and in our homes. Culligan conserves this resource with its high-efficiency water softener, the world's best because it uses less water, and that matters to all of us. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
This Christmas, Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. Don't miss the biggest last-minute deals on everything your loved ones are big into. Like for the person who's big into ice fishing, get a Markham M1 flasher system for just $299.99. Or for that special someone who's big into staying warm, a portable buddy heater is only $69.99. So hurry in for these red-hot deals on last-minute gifts. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
For New Year's Eve only, join the DSSO in the ultimate Rocky Horror Picture Show experience, live and in concert. Visit DSSO.com for tickets.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150, built for the holidays.
Now for a limited time, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month, or get over $11,500 in total savings. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual gift giver sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, open Sundays noon to 4 until Christmas.
The Griswolds might want to take some notes on this next story. Today, the Twin Ports honored the winners of the 5th annual Christmas Lighting Challenge during a ceremony at Bentleyville. There are several categories, including the Masters Division, Home and Business Display. Duluth, Superior, and Cloquet all participate. The contest organizer says it's all about getting people in the holiday spirit.
We just love Christmas, and it's fun for our family to be able to go out. We love to decorate, we love to look at lights, and go around and look at other people's lights. We think that it really helps add to the Christmas season.
While the contest is over, the homes still have their displays up. We have information on where to find them on our website, as well as a full list of the winners at CBS3Duluth.com. Pretty awesome, quite the honor.
Bentleyville sure looks different in the daylight there, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? You can barely see that anything is there in the daylight. All right, heading into the weekend.
We'll look different in the daylight, too. When the sun comes up tomorrow, we should see blue sky thanks to high pressure that'll have a hold of the region. Through Sunday, probably. Clear to partly cloudy sky and warm, too, into the mid, even upper 30s. Monday, not so bad. Partly sunny and just a hair cooler than Sunday. Then we get towards Christmas. Temperatures drop a little bit, but not drastically. Clouds go up, but don't drastically drop big amounts of precip on the region. 30% chance for some Christmas Day flurries. A better chance for it on next Thursday. Boxing Day for our Canadian friends.
Yeah, sure is. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend.